Yesterday we got the Rocko trailer, and it looks really good. It's pretty much just going to be about Rocko coming back and then seeing how everything has changed in the last 20 years. It looks like it's going to be a great special, and it's something that I can't wait for. And today we got something else. This time we got the new teaser for Hey Arnold, the Jungle movie. The movie that never got made, that was supposed to be made years ago, but it just went under after a big mess happened, and it just eventually became forgotten, sorta, even though fans always wanted it to come out. We were begging for this to come out for years. We pretty much pleaded with Nickelodeon, please, please, just make this, and then you never have to do Hey Arnold again. Just please make this one more thing. Well, we're getting it. We are actually getting it. It's pretty much just, it's the gift that keeps on giving. I feel like a spoiled child who just keeps getting a ton of gifts on Christmas. I just feel so spoiled right now because we're just getting so much. I mean, if Invader came out tomorrow with a new trailer, I would die a really happy man. Unless I died before seeing them, and that would kind of suck. But all these are just looking so great, and it's just weird to see Nickelodeon all of a sudden do this. Nickelodeon is just they had just been on a downfall for so many years. Nickelodeon used to be the prime channel for kids, and it was like that for a while, but after just a while they just progressively got worse and worse and worse and worse, and just it seemed that they were just so far down and digging their hole deeper and deeper that they were never going to get out. And people like myself just gave up on Nickelodeon. I gave up on Nickelodeon when Avatar ended practically. Pretty much after that, really the only show that I kind of liked was iCarly. And now that show is long gone, and there's just not really anything on Nickelodeon, except for The Lighthouse. That show is pretty good, but other than that, they are just a so much different network than they were just 20 years ago, and it's sad to see where they've gotten. Their sitcoms are horrible, most of their cartoons are horrible, it was just... I can go on about Nickelodeon and how bad they gotten, but it does seem they are at least trying now. I think they're getting the idea, and I think it pretty much has to do with also Disney Channel and Cartoon Network kind of bringing back their old shows as well, and Nickelodeon is pretty much like, okay, we have to do something or we're not going to last. So they're pretty much putting all this money into their old shows right now. So the new trailer pretty much shows that Arnold going up into the top of his house, and all his friends are there, and he's like, what the hell are you guys doing here? And he's like, come on Arnold, we gotta show you something. So they go and watch this movie where they can go and show a bunch of old clips from old episodes and how Arnold's went and pretty much changed our lives, which is, why were they recorded in the first place? Who recorded these? I don't remember anyone recording them in the first place. I mean, some of them were even kind of in the sky, like in one episode where Rhonda and her friend are going in and making out with each other. They go and hug and kind of in the sky. Who's recording that? I mean, it's kind of weird, but it's really nice to see all these old clips being redone and shown to us again. It's just like, oh, I remember that episode. Oh, I remember that episode too. Oh, good times, good times. It was a lot of really good memories, and they also went and showed a lot of old characters as well. They showed Stoop Kid. Stoop Kid's ready to leave Stoop. They showed the crush that Arnold had on in the first season. What was her name? Ruth. Yeah, they showed Ruth. They showed Mr. Wynn's daughter, who only made that one appearance and was never seen again. That was kind of weird. And they also showed a bunch of other characters. So it's really nice to go and see them go and just bring back all these people. They even bring back the Pigeon Man, who was for some reason in Notre Dame, I think. Maybe he's supposed to be the Hunchback, but it is really nice to go and see all these people back. So they're pretty much going to try to go and show why Arnold should go and win this trip to somewhere in South America, and how he's pretty much changed all these people's lives. How he's changed the Pigeon Man's life, how he's changed Monkey's Man's life, and pretty much all his friends, and Dino Pomones, and everyone else. And yeah, if you go and change that many lives, you kind of deserve a little field trip to a place you've never gone before. So hopefully Arnold will win it. We obviously know he is going to win it, but if he didn't, that would be pretty dumb because he's worked so hard, and that would just be a huge middle finger in his face if he didn't. So it was a really nice t-shirt to go and show the fans. It was a huge nostalgia trip and everything like that. They also showed Curly, who for some reason was just like, Arnold, never heard of him. I mean, I know Curly is supposed to be completely and utterly insane, but I mean, come on. Even he has got help from Arnold, like that episode where he went crazy and tried to go and take over the school with dodgeballs. He's helped Arnold. I kind of wonder if they're going to bring Iggy back, the guy who made Arnold wear those bunny pajamas. Maybe they're going to try to get him redeemed or something, because everyone hates that character. I say give him another chance. I mean, yeah, he made a mistake, but still. So, it does look like it's going to be a really good movie, I think. I mean, the animation is going to take some time to get used to. It's kind of weird, but it's still very similar to what the original Hey Arnold was. The voice actors, they are really good from what we heard so far. We heard Arnold, we heard Sid, and we heard Gerald, and who else? Eugene and Rhonda. So, and maybe a few others. But the ones we did here, they sounded really good. I think probably the worst out of all of them was maybe Sid, but even then, it was still really good. You could hardly tell the difference. So, they got the right people to go and do their job, and the original voice actors are also going to come back for some other roles that they have not said yet. It was kind of weird to go and see Rhonda go and play around with a smartphone. I thought the show was supposed to take place in 1996 or so, or at this point 1998 or 1999, since it takes place about 2 years later. So it's just weird to go and see her play around with a smartphone. Are we going to get other references to around today? It would just be weird to see that in a Hey Arnold show where you know it's supposed to take place about 20 years ago. But a lot of shows do that right now. It does look really good so far. I do have high hopes for it. I think it's going to air in November, so I do really hope that going and leading up to this, they show Hey Arnold episodes on Nickelodeon. That way, they can go and get some new fans, as well as their old fans. They can go and introduce the show to a whole new generation who has never heard of it, or they have heard of it, but they've never really had a chance to watch it because they never show it on Nickelodeon. But they didn't do that with Legends of the Hidden Temple when they aired the movie, so they might not do it with this. But I'm really hoping they do it with Hey Arnold, because this is something fans have waited for years. It's something that we really want, so air old Hey Arnold episodes, get the fans hyped up, get some new fans behind you, and you'll get some pretty good ratings probably. And do that for Rocko's Modern Life too, and Invader Zim. So I think that's all I really have to say on the special. It looks fantastic, just like Rocko's Modern Life. Let's see, which one do I think I want to see more? Rocko's Modern Life or Hey Arnold? That's actually kind of hard. They do both look really good, and I can't think of which one I want to see more. I guess in the end, I'd have to say Hey Arnold by a tad bit. But I think that's mostly because I'm just more of a Hey Arnold fan than a Rocko's Modern Life fan. But I do still like Rocko's Modern Life. In fact, yeah, I mean, it's bad. But, yeah, it's pretty good. It has a few special features in it, I think. Yeah, and the art in it is also pretty nice. Yeah. So this is a pretty good DVD. I don't have anything Hey Arnold related, but sadly most of their DVDs for their old shows aren't really good. All they really have is the episodes and maybe, if we're lucky, one special feature. When I get a DVD of a full season, I usually want to have a lot of stuff in it. I want to have just like commentaries, behind the scenes, commercials, all that stuff. And yeah, it kind of sounds spoiled, but when you're watching a show that you watched for years and you just want to go and keep on watching, you kind of want to see that extra stuff in it. And Nickelodeon sadly never goes and puts some money into all their old shows to go and put into the DVDs. But maybe they'll start doing it in the future if they're going to actually go and start doing these new specials. So, and there's also going to be the talks about the possible Nicktoons movie. Now, this hasn't been confirmed yet. It was talked about a couple years ago, but there is supposed to be going to be a Nicktoons movie that's going to, I guess, maybe go and air in theaters in a couple years. Probably 2021, because that would be the 30th anniversary. 30 years in the making. But I do hope it's true. It's supposed to be like an Avengers movie where all the Nicktoons go into this one universe and fight with each other. But we don't know if it's true yet. I do hope it is true. It would be really cool if it is. It would be just like Hey Arnold, it would be a great way to go and introduce kids to the old shows that we grew up with. I mean, we watched shows like Bugs Bunny and Popeye and Tom and Jerry, and we enjoyed them, so I mean, I recommend people watch those shows. So why can't kids today watch some of the shows from about 20 or 30 years ago? So, the special looks really good, fantastic. The animation, pretty nice. The voice acting, great. And it looks like it is going to be a genuinely really good story that will probably have a lot of heart to it. I mean, it might even make some of us cry. I wouldn't be surprised. And I wonder if Arnold will also confess if he loves Helga or not. He probably will, but you never know. I do think probably Gerald and Phoebe will confess their love with each other, but we don't know about Arnold and Helga yet, but they probably will. So, that's what I really had to say on all this. It looks like it's going to be really good. I think we should all be excited for it. I trust Nickelodeon, and I think it's going to be a really good special. So, I'll be back in November with a review to see if it's really good or not. So, take care until then.